What going on, kiss them? As you can see, it's not the quickest match reaction, nor it's going to be the lamest match reaction. Cause you don't know a ball of foot, so be your vibes. Don't. So we're gonna go through the whole of this. I'm just telling you right away. This is not it. I'm gonna give you the emotional side. Cause I actually did make the points them from last night, and then I said no. I wake up this morning and watch over the match 2 times. So I actually watched the match 3 times, but the first time was not. One bag of emotion because you don't know whether they're on a Timber Lounge, big up Timber Lounge, and you don't know if you know want to watch any more of the match, then you can just check out Timber Lounge because we are going to show all the Jamaica match. But we'll get straight into the prediction. So, about prediction. Sure. We'll get straight into the analysis and let's go. So yeah, as I tell you about me and my emotional self now. So as you can see, I did want to make some like 5 things to learn. Probably this is still the title. I'm not sure right now what the title yet. But I just go off you get me, how the thing I go and just a flow. But as I say, where this fly come from? Move the fly. But yeah, the coach, as you can see on the screen, I've been put it up. These are the things them that we discussed last night as fans. Because we are all our fans. None of we not get paid for doing all this. YouTube probably pay me, but come on, it's not that much yet. Unless you continue to like and subscribe and share. I don't know if we want to get this out there. But anyways, moving on. So everybody I talk about Coach Halgrimson weak and all of that, and everybody dip on him whole heap like I was yesterday. Because yeah, them substitution they did versus Bobby had one of the worst match them. I'ma still do things so, cause that even then I'm analyst same way. And I'm not gonna really call Halgrimson weak, but his choices were rather timid. And another thing with Bobby, I don't think so Bobby, like many other players, not playing in them true position. I know say whole heap of players have whole heap of different position because them can play. They are very versatile, and especially in international football, most of the time we'll have whole heap of little spaces in the side, and we probably don't have the best player right there, and we'll look upon him and say, alright, Bobby probably can do a better job than Karai Anderson in the midfield, although Karai play midfield all the time. Some just tell me sometime I better will play them in our preferred position unless you think that the drop off is that big. But let's move on to the next point then. We just said the midfield is still absent. Because we'll go back to Bobby and my boy in the midfield. It not working. It not working. People are calling for Karai for come back in the midfield because them don't think so is the right midfielder for continue to use. With Bobby, or we just have to go take out Bobby outside. We're not sure the combination though, because the midfield is just not there. Yeah? And another thing though, Antonio. If Antonio did score, his ratings would have been much higher, which is obvious because if a man score, his ratings much higher, but it would have been a different game as well. It would also be a different game, which is another cliche thing, but it's the truth. And as I tell you, said this was done very high in emotion. And another one, you see me put Wait. Wait is the next one now. Wait had an excellent game. Managa Garone, it was very good. Sometimes his distribution wasn't the best, but him do what a keeper need to do. And him did save you and keep you in the match time and time after again. So we can't complain about that none at all. We can't complain about that at all. Wait was him did a waiting turn and a fiend turn, so make Wait go on do what him do because him and them look very steady and safe around there. Distribution can work on, but as far as I know, it was a good game to me. And the next thing, as you can see right there, so is we need more tactics than before. We have more tactics. That's what I mean. Say we're a more tactical team right now. Although the changes weren't so good, we actually can see now back from the past with Tapper with more. We don't want to throw no shade, but we're there for talk down. And the side wasn't playing like that when Tapper had the side looked much better. Yes, a different ballers, and we'll probably have a whole heap better baller right now in the side. Ballers who complement what the coach want to do. And this is not the end too, because remember I said the coach I go for a whole heap more players are coming in, although I'm not gonna really call the name because certain people them not tell me I'm not to call certain names. So I can't really say all of them right now. But in due time I can load them up. And the other 2 points I say we need to improve on our set piece. I don't know, last night I never really convinced when Boza go over that last free kick on top of the 18. I was like, But I don't remember yeah kick no free kick. Him kick free kick in the last match, yes. When we play in a Damarek match, yeah, him did kick one, but same result. So I need to get a real good set piece take. I don't know if Gray is that. Probably will I miss Bailey. Me that trying not to mention Bailey, but from it talk about Jamaica and football, I go mention Bailey. And also, may I go back to what I did say earlier. The side need to be, we need more creative midfielders right now. We're lacking in creativity. As I tell you, say with somebody in the midfield, Bobby. You see, to how we play with that 5-2-3 formation. Your two midfielders, them supposed to can attack and defend very well because them have to go be very versatile. I remember I said the both of them going to be box to box, you know. Not one of them going able. Well, one of them always going to have to stay back, of course. But I want to tell you sometimes two of them can go forward based off of if we'd have inverted wingers, but we don't work with inverted wingers. Well, inverted fullbacks, I should say. Where them would have cut in and occupy in the midfield. We don't do that. So that is why one of them have to always stay back. But we need that one to keep on linking play. And I guess Bobby was supposed to be that one why my boy they stay back. And boy, it never really work out. But where I move, because I never want it to be such a long video and you don't know when a ball will attack. So I just get straight to my points them now. So as you can see now, we start off the game in the first minute. Well, always if we start, alright, you know what, scrap that. That don't make no sense. So yeah, as I said, to my 2-game analysis now, so-called, you know, sit down and meds what go on. But may I make this quick, because I don't really want the video for so long. I'm going to take up so much time I talk about yonder. So here we go. So now we start off the match on the back foot. In less than, well, just over, a little over the minute, as you can see on the screen, you can see, say, we just give up a first corner. First corner, you know. And in no time, there was a second corner now. You know, like what, the second minute or third minute. This time now, Bobby lose the ball on top of with 18, Zine. Top of with 18. Them spread it out wide. Then now, Pinnock try and clear the ball, which was a poor clearance. But I just want to say Pinnock did have a good game, everybody. Pinnock did have a good game. It's only like 2-3 errors that he made. But if you can look on some of the clips that I'm going to put up, you can see some of the time where him ease out whole heap of pressure with him smooth like defending. Van Dijk X, sorry, Saliba S, but you don't really call much people when you talk about Saliba. That's just a different level. He's an Arsenal fan if you never know. But we'll move on though. As we say, that was a very shaky start. And Jamal Waite, which way he did most of the match, excellent in produce a save at many times, because the second time Pinnock did had a mistake, it did result in another shot again, and that was in the second half. After some sloppy little turnover where there were times in the match that we just look very confused, as you see me can put up the time when now where my boy, the one name, sorry people, sorry for the noise, it really take away my train of thought. Where Latibodier and Lembikisa, they were very confused over there, like some miscommunication overall, and will give up a corner. It wasn't the first time or the second time, it was like 3 times we actually do that. So we have to really do better as a nation, especially when we play international football. We don't have to really give up them cheap set piece there and all that. Them some days just like unwanted pressure for the side right now. Hold on people, because it look like this stop, but good thing said the G still I record it, so I'm just gonna make it go on. Anyways, because if you can see it start tap. Moving on though. So the next thing now I'm gonna look upon everybody is Jamal Waite. Jamal Waite had a brilliant game, as I say, but I just have to highlight him one more time again. But moving on from Waite now, because I'm tired of hearing me say about Waite. Mexico. You see, Mexico team don't really have the quality like one time. Whole heap of time, Jamaica backing off, and sometimes I think the press that we decided to do, because most of the match we did mid press and low press. We really did high press. We did it at times, you know, but it's only at times where they look what should I say, uncomfortable with the ball. They look uncomfortable with the ball, so that's the time where we try and high press them. Another thing is that what I like about the side, because it's not all bad, you know. Don't feel like I just come here for slaughter the side. What I like about the side too is that we utilize the width of the field. I did love how we utilize the width of the field. I like how we use Lembikisa on the right and Gregory Lay on the left. We know say Gregory Lay never go forward that much, but he still had a good game. Never have a stellar performance like, oh my god, I need Gregory Lay at the next side or Gregory Lay half of it. But he was steady. And sometimes as a defender, if a defender is steady, I will take that. Because if not now come from film side or I'm not hear him make no mistake or nothing, that is good enough for me. Until we can upgrade or whatever, it's good enough and we don't have a problem with it on the side. And if, alright, since I go right there, so I'm not really touch the point. I'm going to see my points them already when I go put up. Another thing, I did mention it earlier about Bobby, but I don't want to mention the position him. Let me just talk about the position him on a whole. Because I made a talk earlier about people playing out of position. You have Latibo there. Latibo there, I wouldn't say is out of position because I'm in centre half. We know him as a central defensive midfielder, but if we're watching Coventry football game, we can see where them play him as right back sometime him play in the midfield. And even when things get sticky and then put on 5 defender, you see that Latibo there is that man who play right centre back. Although last night we play him out full and full in the middle as that lone centre back. I guess we wanted to use his passing qualities. Although I think Pinnock is a good passer as well. Pinnock is just a really good defender to me, people. Always telling about it. I'll move on though, because I don't want to make the video too long. I want to make it short enough so we can enjoy and watch it. We have Bobby. Bobby, like others, as I was saying, was out of position. Oh, shoot. I forgot you. I tell you, I go through everybody. Oh yeah. Back to Bernard. So Bernard now, he had a really good game. I don't know why my boy the Hal Grimson take him off. Him shouldn't take him off at all. Coach should just really allow him on the field because I don't know. I never did like those two sub, but I'm gonna reach that last point again. Well, for talk about the sub, because I definitely gotta talk about. I agree with the substitution. They were poor because my mind just all over the place. I'm just so excited to talk about the ball game. But we'll move back. We could talk about the other two positions then. So with the two central midfielder them, like I'm tell you about Bobby out of position. I don't think Bobby is that guy supposed to be playing through the midfield with 2 man. Probably if we'd have a 3-man midfield, it would have been easy on Bobby. But when you put Bobby on somebody else, and Bobby is not a midfielder, a natural midfielder, central midfielder, so it's going to be difficult for him, especially at an international level. And the Mexican man they run, them probably lack quality, but they are athletes at the same time. So it's going to be difficult for Bobby, nonetheless. And then we'll have my boy there in the midfield, Casey Palmer. I don't know. Wasn't the best game from him. I actually think we probably can give Karai a try, but I don't know. Probably it's just a combination. Probably I don't want to say bench Bobby because I really like Bobby. I love how Bobby worked very hard. Bobby worked very hard on the field, but I know, and you guys can see it too, that he's not a natural central midfielder, so that's hurting the side. So probably we just have to balls up and probably drop somebody. I want to go back on the two man them up top who I divide everybody opinion. People that say it's either, I don't know, Antonio or Bowser. You can't play the two of them because the two of them similar. To be honest, everybody, you can see in one of my points them as well that I say Nicholas and Bowser, them keep interchanging positions, and at the same time you will see them in the same position. It's very confusing. Like one day on the right, one day on the central. And then sometimes you just see both of them in the central, and then the right just empty, and then you see Lambikisa for a make-up run. For make, although we can, because it's a 5-man defense, more while you can shift to a 4, but you can see sometimes it wasn't a tactical thing, and sometimes it's just based off a ball knowledge. You see Lambikisa say, alright, I'm push up now like how 2 of them brother gone at the middle. Or probably them work on it in a training, who's to tell? You never know, but sometimes it look like them a block each other apart rather than complement each other. So that's why it look like that, in my opinion. And another thing next, Gray never have a good game. Nobody now say nothing about Gray because Gray is a fan favorite. Gray is a favorite to me too, but almost can't say when Gray never have a good game. He was very isolated So I wouldn't put it down on his performance. Maybe it was just the coach's tactics at the end of the day. But what we can say where Gray actually do something in that match, to be honest. And it's not me bashing the player, it's just that the player need to get more involved. I wouldn't put it down on the player alone, but we can look upon the coach as well. But everybody might have more to say. Second half we did come out booming. Honestly, if the goal did score, it would have been a different man. That's very cliche. I have a more to say, but I don't really want run over on the time. But let me do say something real quick before we leave though. Them two defensive changes at that time, it really did shift everybody's mindset. You cannot put on the 68th minute, you're putting on Hector and Damian Lowe. You have to take off one defender and you have to take off one midfielder at that time. How would it come off? I think it was a midfielder. I'm not even sure. I never write it down because I talk about so much things right now. So I know say one midfielder and one defender, because we take off Bernard, who never did need to come off, and then we take off my boy there and we replace him with Hector and Lowe. Lowe did do well because him do what we did need at times where we come up on high press and win the ball up top. But he only did that one specific time I can remember. And I watched over the match. How much time, people? 3 times. So I must blind. Although I don't have on my glasses right now. I did watch the match with my glasses though. But yeah, when you look on it though, Cephas came on at the 88th minute. So during that time from the 68th to the 88th minute, we never did that do nothing. We did really lost. We really take a step way back to a goal. I can show you on the screen now, say where we were in the match and then where we start playing on the top of our box. It really did put we back in at the back foot, and yeah, putting on them two changes at that moment. Taking off Bobby and Antonio and putting on Cephas and Dixon. It did help we. Dixon did win we a corner as him come on 3 minutes after coming on, and then after 5 minutes after him come on, him take him first shot. Yeah, and that never looked bad because we really did a lack shooting. We never did a shoot much, as you guys can see on the screen more. They show up the stats and everything, but the stats don't lie. Everybody, you can see upon the stats right there. I'm not gonna repeat it as I'm telling me. I'm gonna go away right now because I don't want to take up on the time, but it was nice analysing it, and I get all heap off of my chest too. So I know it was a good look. Don't worry, this is the first time I actually come on YouTube and analyze a game. So it's only going to get better because I'm going to do all heap more things too. So give thanks always tune into KNOCKINZ, and you don't know, put the ball where? At your foot. And it's a good look. Give thanks everybody. Remember to like and subscribe and share. You know, we want to get the content out there. Big up.